Alright.
So
Thank you everyone. So this is just the very brief rehearsal before the wedding next week. So lovely for all of you to be here, and thank you for having me once again. This is where we will have the fire for the wedding, so just be very careful around that. I will have Jett and Roshani just standing either side of me when you come in from the procession, and I will stand here, and if we can have Sean, if you'd like to stand to the side, thank you, and Anushri just to the side here, perfect. During the ceremony I'll be using the mic, but when it comes to your vows I will hold it for you, and I'll ask Anushri to hold the vows in front of each of you so you can read those directly. Sean, when you are giving your reading, if you just want to stand in front and just address everyone there.
Yep.
And I'll pass you the microphone to do that as well.
Okay.
Did anyone have any questions?
Are we going to walk down the aisle?
Yes, at the very beginning you'll walk down the aisle, just from down there, and you'll come straight up here.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Sweet.
Great, we'll see
Do
you
that?
next week.
See you next
See you next week.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We will begin the ceremony in just a moment. Please take your seats or stand behind the chairs. Before we begin, please turn your phones to silent. Could the groom and groomsmen please come join me as we await the bride and bridal party? Please stand. Who supports this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. Jett and Roshani welcome both family and close friends to be here today, to bear witness to their joining in a lifetime commitment to each other. They would also like to give special thanks to those who came from overseas and interstate to celebrate their wedding. In particular, Jett and Roshani would like to acknowledge Roshani's brothers and sister and her stepfather, who travelled all the way from India to be here. Roshani and Jett will now exchange garlands in a Varmala ceremony. This exchange symbolises the acceptance and union of the marriage ceremony. So, Sean, if you could pass the garlands. Thank you. If you'd like to. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Gordon, and I am a civil marriage celebrant duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Jett and Roshani, before you were joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Marriage is a time-honoured institution, a joining together of two people, voluntarily declaring to each other and the world that they choose each other as their partner in life. It is more than a ring, more than words said today. It is a bond which continues each and every day, whether good or bad. Jett and Roshani today ask you, their closest friends and family, to witness their entry into this bond and to be there with them and to celebrate with them, and to support them as they commit to each other now and into the future. In the years that you two have been together, you've discovered that your relationship has brought you many things. Strength through hard times, commitment, sharing of interests, and laughter, communication, sensitivity, forgiveness, and above all else, love. Everyone longs to give themselves completely to somebody, to share their soul with another, and to be loved thoroughly and exclusively. Your love started in India, where Roshani was on a quest of discovery and found in Jett a companion, a friend, and a lifelong companion. I'll now ask Sean to come forward to give a reading to the couple.
This is an Apache blessing by Anonymous. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter for the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there will be no loneliness, for each of you will be companion to the other. Now you are two persons, but there is only one life before you. May beauty surround you both in the journey ahead and through all the years. May happiness be your companion to the place where the river meets the sun, and may your days be good and long upon the earth.
Thank you, Sean. Jett and Roshani, are you willing now to make public your declarations of commitment to each other before these people gathered here today?
We are.
Jett Michael Roberts, do you take Roshani Vidushi Norman to be your lifelong partner and lawful wedded wife? Will you support her in her self-discovery? Will you welcome her family into yours? Will you be with her in good times and in bad?
I will.
Roshani Vidushi Norman, do you take Jett Michael Roberts to be your lifelong partner and wedded husband? Will you comfort him when he's down, laugh with him when he's up, and always be a true and fierce friend to him?
I will.
I will now ask Roshani and Jett to make their vows. By Australian law, these vows are said to publicly declare and vow the couple's commitment to their marriage. Nushri, would you please come forward and hold the vows? Thank you.
I call upon the people here present to witness that I, Roshani Vidishu Norman, take you, Jett Michael Roberts, to be my lawful wedded husband. Finding you has been the greatest discovery of my life. I promise to cherish you, to make a family with you, and to always have your back.
Thank you, Roshani. Jett.
I call upon the people here present to witness that I, Jett Michael Roberts, take you, Roshani Vidushi Norman, to be my lawful wedded wife. I promise to love you, to respect you, and to make you the centre of my world. I will comfort you when you cry and laugh with you when you smile. I will spend the rest of my life with you and be your friend no matter what life holds.
Thank you. As Jett and Roshani have now chosen to symbolise their joining together as a husband and wife through the exchange of rings, I'll ask Sean to come forward with the rings. Each ring is a continuous and unbroken circle, just as their love is and shall be. By giving and accepting each ring, Jett and Roshani make a public declaration of their commitment to each other and the exchange and acceptance of trust, love and support. Sean, can you please hand the first ring to Jett? Thank you. And would you like to give? Wonderful. Please repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love.
as a symbol of my love.
Wear it as a reminder of my commitment to you.
Wear it as a reminder of my commitment to you.
Fantastic. Thank you. If you would like to repeat after me, I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love.
as a symbol of my love.
Wear it as a reminder of my commitment to you.
Wear it as a reminder of my commitment to you.
As Jett and Roshani would now like to celebrate the traditional Indian tradition of Satapati. In this ceremony, they will walk around the fire 4 times. Each circle represents one of the spheres of life. Dharma, morality; Athra, prosperity; Karma, personal gratification; and Moksha, spirituality. The couples in walking around the fire will symbolise their commitment to achieving each of these 4 spheres together. It is now my absolute pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Roshani, you may kiss your husband. I'll ask the witnesses and the couple to join me to sign the paperwork, and we will be back in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. It is now my pleasure to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Roberts.